Good morning! It is 8:02 and I am leaving Derrick Knob Shelter, which is where I slept last night. And I slept so much better last night than I did the night before. I woke up 2 or 3 times, but quickly went back to sleep. I feel like I got a lot of good sleep, and so I got up about 7 o'clock, so it took me like an hour to get ready. All packed up and everything. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'm gonna have to work on the speed of me getting ready. But the plan is to hike 13 miles today to Mount Collins Shelter, in which I will hit the 200-mile mark and get to have my celebratory M&Ms, and I will reach Clingman's Dome, which is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hike slow, and then once my fingers warm up, I'll eat some breakfast. It did start to sprinkle this morning, which I was not expecting any rain, but that's alright. Hopefully that's all we'll get. I'll be fine with that. And I will catch you later on the trail. So yesterday I was thinking that maybe one of the reasons that it was so hard towards the end of the day was because I didn't really take a whole lot of breaks. When I did take the breaks, they were very, very short. So I told myself that I'm going to try to take maybe a little bit longer breaks today, and just really enjoy the scenery, and hopefully that'll help my body. So I've gone 2.84 miles this morning. It's 9:30, so an hour and a half in, and I'm gonna eat breakfast, shed some layers, and get some water. And then, well, I was about to say I was gonna change my battery in my GoPro, but my battery ran out. So anyway, yeah, I ate some of my breakfast, shed a layer, got some water, and changed my GoPro battery, and then just sat down for a little bit. But now I'm back on the trail. It's cold. The wind is pretty strong. Well, not super strong today, but strong enough to make it cold, which actually is fine because I'd rather hike in the cold than the miserable heat. So I looked at the map, and I'm gonna hike 4.5 miles to, I believe it's Siler Bald Shelter, where I'm gonna eat lunch, and then they have a privy, so probably try to go to the bathroom so I don't have to dig a cat hole, because at the Mount Collins Shelter, which is where I'm planning on sleeping tonight, there's no privy. So I'm gonna take advantage of those privies. Alright. I am at Siler's Bald now, and if I were to go to the left, it's a viewpoint, but since it's super foggy, I am going to just turn right and stay on the trail. This part looks like the woods in like a fairy tale movie, where there's usually like a sign that says don't enter or beware of the forest creatures or something. It's kind of creepy. miles until mile 200. Woo! Man, and I get a gorgeous view walking through here. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little creepy. I know I've said that already. It would be nice if I was walking with someone, but the people in front of me are long gone. And then I don't know who's behind me. But I just hope I don't see a bear. Or a hog, maybe? I forget what they're called. But basically these really aggressive pigs. This is today's Thursday? 26th day.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Whew. Made it 200 miles. I'm at the top of Klingman's Dome in the tower. I got a good day. There's not fog, so I can actually see. Up at Klingman's Dome Tower, there were a ton of tourists, and two through hikers that I was at the shelter with last night were up there at the same time I was. And there was like a huge group of people asking them all kinds of questions and just like, you know, showing a lot of interest in through hiking and their journey, which was awesome. And then this one lady prayed over them, which I thought was cool. But I just kind of, you know, sat towards the back, or, you know, a ways a little bit, and my pack was on the other side of the wall, so people didn't really see it, and so they didn't know that I was a through hiker as well. But honestly, it was fine, because I don't know if I would have really liked being the center of attention and getting asked all those questions. But I think they enjoyed it, so I tried to get video of them just to have. But I did actually talk to a couple different groups of people, and they were asking me questions and stuff, but it was a more, you know, smaller setting, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, I finished my time up there at the tower, and so now I've got about 3-ish, I don't know how many, but 3-something miles to Mount Callan shelter, and I'll, you know, make dinner and do all the things before I go to bed. Today's actually been a pretty good day, but I still have 3 miles left, so my feet and my knees could tell me otherwise in a couple miles. I made it to Mount Callan shelter, and it looks like I'm gonna have to walk another 0.1 miles down the trail to get water. Ugh. The shelter was 0.4 miles off the Appalachian Trail, so I was not anticipating that, but it's because I didn't look in the book about that this morning. But oh well. I'm gonna get in here and make some pasta with red sauce and hamburger meat. Finally! That last mile always gets me.
Monday we're going to college.
Turns out this shelter does have a privy, so that's good news in case I need to use it again. It'll be way easier than digging a hole. I've been looking forward to this dinner all day. I hope that it turns out well. I am having macaroni noodles with ground beef, red pasta sauce, mushrooms and tomatoes, and then topping it off with Parmesan cheese. I dehydrated basically everything except for the pasta sauce at home. Yeah, that's pretty good. You could use more Parmesan cheese, but it's pretty good. Alright, well it is the end of day 26. I hiked 13 miles today and hit the 200-mile marker. I'm staying at Mount Collins shelter. There's probably about like 8 people in the shelter and then several tents out here. The plan is to get up early tomorrow and hike 5 miles to the Newfound Gap Road where I will meet my parents. Yeah, the last 2 miles were hard today, but overall the day was, I wouldn't say easy, but it wasn't like extremely hard. So it was a fun day. It was a good day. So I'm gonna get in my sleeping bag and probably read my book and maybe watch Netflix, because that's what I do, and then go to sleep. So, good night.